Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another Empire Sports Media production. Welcome to part one of the college football playoff, round two, quarterfinal, starting with Penn State and Boise State here in the Fiesta Bowl. Boise State will be starting off on offense as Heisman runner-up Ashton Jeanty looks to see what he is capable of here against the Penn State Nittany Lions. As we are about ready to start this one, kick is off and we are underway from the Fiesta Bowl. And this will be fielded for a touchback. Boise State will start off on offense. First down and 10 at the 25-yard line. So, this season, Ashton Jeanty has been more than exceptional. 192 yards a game. 12 carries of over 50-plus yards. The Penn State defense has given up 100.4 rush yards allowed a game, the seventh fewest in the FBS, but have also only given up one carry of over 50 rushing yards all year long. So now first down and 10 at the 25-yard line for Madsen and the Broncos. Jeanty in the backfield. Madsen, they give this one to Jeanty, and he is going to be stuffed immediately. Brought down by Josh Rojas and A.J. Harris, and a quick start for this Penn State defense, and it's second down early. When I look at this Penn State, I'm looking at Josh Rojas, one of the better defensive linemen for this Penn State team. Outside linebacker, I should say. I'm looking at Jalen Kimber, Kobe King, among others. Second down and 10 at the 25-yard line. No gain on the play from Jeanty. Madsen, back to throw, fires, it's caught. It's his receiver, number 17, Prince Strachan, and he's got himself a first down for Boise State. Now we look at Madsen, one of the better quarterbacks in college football. 22 passing touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, with a 7.3 touchdown-interception ratio, the second most among qualified FBS quarterbacks. I had to get some more light on it here. I know, the white headset's a little bit hideous, but sometimes you just got to live with what you got. First and 10. Madsen gives this one to Jeanty. Jeanty tries to bounce it up the outside. He's going to have about 5 yards. It's going to be second down and about 5 coming up for the Broncos. And yes, I will read off all comments. If I can get this thing on my computer, I will definitely read off all the comments. As long as this just doesn't crash my my computer. So it's second down and 7. My apologies. Madsen, back to throw. Steps up, fires deep down the left side. It is caught. It's the tight end, number 85, Matt Lauder. And just like that, another new set of downs for the Boise State Broncos as they are driving now on Penn State. Efficiency from Madsen is what we've seen all year. As they go tempo, Madsen, under pressure, escapes the rush. He's going to get positive yards, but is brought down by, that's number 1. I believe that is Jalen Reed. Sorry, my depth charts are a little bit screwed up. He picked up maybe a yard or 2. That should bring up about second and 8 for Boise State. And just for confirmation, this is not the Empire Sports Media Game of the Week. I know it said that on the scoreboard, but it is not. This is College Football Playoff quarterfinals as they give this one to Jeanty. Picks up pretty much nothing. Stuffed immediately by Reed again alongside number 99, Keziah Izzard. What's up, Ryan? Hope you're having a great Saturday night. Or not, I almost said Saturday. I said Saturday night. Sorry, great New Year's Eve. I'm used to it being Saturdays for college football. Make it third down and 7. Boise State continuing to go tempo. Penn State looks a little bit slow defensively. Madsen, the screen to Jeanty. Breaks a tackle. Ashton Jeanty pushing the pile, but he's going to be down just about 3 yards short of the line to gain. It's going to be 4th down and 3 coming up for Boise State. It looks like they are going to have to send out the field goal unit to potentially get some early points on the board. As this will be tried by the kicker. That is number 35. Snap good, good. Oh my God, it was completely whiffed off to the left. I'm not sure if that was blocked, but that was an awful miss. And just like that, Penn State's going to take over. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, what is that? Oh my... Oh, he just chipped it. He completely chips that kick. That may have been one of the worst kicks I've ever seen. So Penn State ends up with nothing. Or Boise State ends up with nothing. I think that was a shank. That looked like a shank. I don't think that was blocked. But either way, a great start for the Penn State defense as they give up pretty much nothing. Penn State will take over. We'll be right back after a 60-second commercial break. You're watching College Football Quarterfinals on Empire Sports Media. Or the commercial is just not going to show up. Sorry, we're a little short-staffed tonight, New Year's Eve. A lot of things are going on. So... And we are back. A perfect start for this Penn State defense. I mean, they started off a little bit flat, but one of the worst misses I've ever seen by this kicker. I don't remember his name. I would be considered, yeah, he is Jonah Dalmas. One of the worst kicks I've ever seen in all my years of watching college football. I mean, that dude completely shanked it. I mean, I don't know how you missed it that bad. That was pretty embarrassing, to say the least. I think pretty embarrassing may have been a bit of an understatement. I mean, that kick was just absolutely shanked. Yikes. That was a doozy. I don't know how you missed that badly. Let's take a look at our chat. Chat is a little bit quiet tonight, but that was kind of expected. So let me add 7 seconds to the clock. In possession to Penn State. First down. They give this one to Nick Singleton. Tries to bounce it up the gut. Picks up maybe 2 yards on the play. He's brought down by number 5, Jaden Virgin Morgan. He is playing edge for Boise State. So a gain of about 2. That'll make it 2nd down and 8. So there we look at Drew Aller, who has been one of the smarter quarterbacks this year in all of college football. But it's now 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Nittany Lions. Aller, shotgun snap, fires, it's caught. That's his tight end, number 85. Luke Reynolds. I don't know why it wasn't showing that, but I forgot. This depth chart was a little bit screwed up. The printer was having a little bit of technical difficulties, but it is what it is. So now they'll make it 3rd down and 2 coming up for the Nittany Lions. This is a potential big play here. 3rd down and 2. Boise State showing blitz. Aller Gonna give it to Katron Allen. He's got a lay at the 45, and he's got a first down. The deadly running back duo of Nick Singleton and Katron Allen. Mike is sounding great. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, Justin. I hope everything's going well with you. Repost the live, share it, do whatever you got to do. Yeah. First and 10. Handoff. Singleton, he's got a gap, and he picks up maybe 8 yards before being brought down once again by Virgin Morgan. One of the better edge rushers in the country, especially in the group of 5. Let's also not forget number 53, Marco Notarini, one of the better linebackers. As this one goes back to Singleton, he's got a first down. So Penn State not wasting any time, attacking immediately, giving Boise State little breathing room. I do respect the tempo offense. So here we go. First down and 10. 8:09 to go here in the first quarter. Penn State starting off hot with flying colors. First and 10 with 8 minutes to go here in the quarter. Aller to Katron Allen. He's got a lay at the 40, 35-30, cuts back at the 25, still going, and is brought down finally at about the 21-yard line. And it's a new set of downs for Penn State, just like that. Simple stretch run, gets a beautiful burst of speed, hits the gap efficiently, and is finally brought down. Call that a gain of 20 for Katron Allen. And Penn State is moving. First and 10 with 7:12 to go. Aller back to Allen. Katron Allen makes him miss a 15 and is finally brought down at about the 10-yard line. They will call that a first down. I mean, this is just efficiency, and that is what you love to see from Penn State. First and 10. Aller. Quick throw. He throws it away. That'll stop the clock with 6:47 to go. Looked like we just had a miscommunication. It's a pretty... Looked like a miscommunication. Simple as that. Second down and 10. Aller. Play action. Under duress. Fires deep down the right side. It is caught. Touchdown Penn State. It's Tyler Warren. Wrong team. Tyler Warren. Just sitting back there, but let's make sure he catches this ball. He has control. Heel of the toe. That is a catch. Touchdown. Penn State. As now on to attempt the extra point. It is up and it is good. Penn State off to a hot start. 7-0 the score with 6:40 to go in the first quarter. Penn State leads at 7-0. Aller connects with his tight end. Tyler Warren, a beautiful ball placement right to the corner of the end zone. And a perfect start for the Nittany Lions. We'll be right back after the 6-10 commercial break. You're watching college football playoff coverage of the quarterfinal on Empire Sports Media. Back in 60. Yeah, the mic was muted the last 20 seconds. I apologize. But hey. Yeah, the mic cut out. Apologies. But yeah, if you could read my lips, you heard what I was saying. Penn State will take advantage of every mistake you make. And speaking of teams that will do that, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on the Georgia Bulldogs tomorrow night in the Sugar Bowl, and that will be featured on Empire Sports Media as the Empire Sports Media Game of the Week. You best believe I'm calling it. I'll be joined by my good friend Connor Gaffney, and a longtime partner of Empire Sports Media. And we are on for a great game tomorrow, a game that's going to be determined in the trenches. As you see tomorrow at 1 o'clock, it's Texas versus Arizona State. And then after that, at 5 o'clock, Matt Goodman and Jack G Sports will be there covering the good old Rose Bowl between Oregon and Ohio State, the long-awaited rematch. As the kick is away, why does it say 2-point? And this will be returned by Boise State, and it'll be down at the 25-yard line. Clock will be stopped at 6:34. Boise State takes over again. Coming up, Ashton Jeanty, the man that everybody was so high about. Seems like he has been struggling a little bit to get started tonight. We're going to see what happens as Boise State looking to answer after Penn State starts the game with an absolute bang. Could not have asked for anything more if you're a Penn State fan. The writing was on the wall from the beginning. When that kick got shanked, you had to know that Penn State was going to do something with it. And they've done just that. As they are starting this game efficiently and have been dominating. But we're going to see what happens. It will be something. There's something in my ear. Whatever, we're all good. What is Penn State's hashtag? We are, and Boise State's bleed blue. Okay. Just getting this link out to more people. But while we're on the topic of disappointments, like this stream so far tonight has been a little bit of a little bit underwhelming, but good things are happening in the world of sports. Except for the final, you have 4 hours to vote for the lol cow of the year. Right now, the Jets are in first place, followed by Kamala Harris. What the hell just happened? My Spotify just started playing randomly. It's good that my desktop audio did not get that, or we would have been copyrighted for sure. And we're going to be copyrighted already, probably. But hey, it is what it is. Kamala Harris in second place. The Chicago White Sox in third place. And the Florida State Seminoles currently sit in dead last. It seems like the Jets are going to be your lol cow of the year. And honestly, I think it's well-deserved. You have till 12 midnight New Year's Eve to vote for your choice for lol cow of the year. So now here's Boise State taking over on offense. Matson, they give it to Jeanty. He goes nowhere. Brought down immediately by number 33, Danny Dennis Sutton. Everybody was waiting for Ashton Jeanty to finally get his chance in the playoff, and now he has his moment. The man is going nowhere. This is just not domination yet, but we're getting to that point. A loss of 2 on the play, and make that second down and 12 for Boise State. Madsen, under heavy rush, evades the sack. Flag is down. That's going to be holding on Boise State. Madsen fires. It is incomplete. There is laundry on the field. There's going to be holding on this one for sure. They're not even going to say who committed. Oh, there it is. Does the ref know his mic is working? I don't think the ref knows his mic is on. 77. That's going to be Cage Casey, the left tackle. Pretty obvious holding call. I mean, you're basically strangling Abdul Carter. I mean, what is there to say? I mean, that was pretty egregious. There was no need to hold him that badly. But the penalty will be declined. It's now 3rd down and 12. Madsen escapes a sack. Got to do something. And he's brought down. Sacked by Danny Dennis Sutton again. And just like that, it's 4th down and long. As Boise State can have to punt this away. This Penn State defense looks unreal. Unreal. I mean, they look like the significantly better team from the jump. And now I'll make it 4th down and 17, not 18. As we will get a whistle. Clock will be stopped with 5:06 to go. And it's a false start penalty against Boise State. They're just outmatched. Penn State stacking the box is exactly what they had to do. Because Jeanty is, listen, as good as Ashton Jeanty is as a running back, stacking the box was the best thing that they could have possibly done. And there's no denying that. Sends it away, and that's a beauty. It'll be fair caught at the 45-yard line of the Nittany Lions. We're going to let this clock run all the way down to 4:57. But Danny Dennis Sutton getting back there. 2 sacks on that drive. So Penn State will take over 1st down and 10. We're going to go to another 6-10 commercial break. You're watching coverage of the college football quarterfinal on Empire Sports Media. Be back in 6. Back. This game is getting pretty ugly. Only 7-0, but I'd be very concerned if I'm Boise State because they just look overmatched. Penn State is just destroying them at the moment. We'll see if this thing turns on a dime, which it very well could, but right now, I'm not seeing that much upside from Boise State's offense. They look lifeless. Because I said Penn State will take advantage of your mess ups anytime that they get the chance to. So that makes you wonder what's going to happen. Are they going to potentially figure out ways to get Genty back involved? Are they going to have to start throwing the ball? Is Penn State going to let the foot off the gas like they did against countless opponents this year? But we're going to see what happens. Huh. Steelers are the favorites to trade for Kyler Murray. Intriguing. First and 10 now for Penn State. They have the ball at the 44. Aller tucks under. Gonna just take his few yards. He's brought down by Notarani. It's gonna be second down at about 7 to go for the Nittany Lions of Penn State. What up, Josh? Hope everything is going well with you. Here's the give to Katron Allen. Burst forward. Katron Allen, he's got a first down. And Penn State just looks like this is a battle in the trenches. And Penn State is just moving the ball so efficiently. People could say that they're playing a lack of competition all they want. But Boise State is a good team. Penn State's going to win? Yeah, probably. I mean, they are putting the boots to them early. First and 10. Aller gives this one to Katron Allen. Burst forward. He's going to pick up just about 6 or 7. Make that second down and 4 coming up for Penn State. As they are just moving the ball efficiently. Like I said, that they just do better than anybody. Aller launches one deep down the far side. Caught! It's Omari Evans. Touchdown, Penn State. Heat-seeking missile. What a throw by Drew Aller. Yeah, Penn State might win by 50. What a throw by Drew Aller. Yep. Gets both feet in. He gets both feet in and the knees. That is a touchdown for Penn State. This is getting ugly. I don't know why so many people are taking Penn State or Boise State plus 11. And the extra point is good. It looked like it was going to miss, but it hooks inside. So what a start for James Franklin and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Could not ask for anything more if you are a Penn State fan. Now, if you're an Ohio State fan, I would be a little bit concerned because Penn State looks good. I mean, they're just making it look easy. This feels like destruction. Trench warfare. That's all I gotta say. Trench effing warfare. And now here's the kick. And Genty's going to let that one bounce for a touchback. 3:35 to go. Boise State getting the ball. If they need to show some fight. Because right now, Penn State is just absolutely laying the waste to them. All you had to do, clearly, all you had to do to stop Ashton Jeanty is to just stack the box. Because Maddox Madsen is not a passer by any means. There's a reason that Boise State is called Jeanty U. 1st and 10. Madsen. Quick throw, it's caught. That is number 81. Who is not... Oh, it's Austin Bolt. Austin Bolt hauls it in for a 6-yard catch. So far, this system looks incredibly flawed, to say the least. And I don't like to complain about these types of things, but right now, the College Football Playoff system looks incredibly flawed. 2nd down and 3. 6 in the box. They give it to Jeanty. He's got a lane. Ashton Jeanty tucks it up, and he's got himself a burst down. Down at about the 44-yard line. A good run. Good blocking from Lauder, who lays a beautiful block on the nose tackle. It is hailing outside. First down and 10. Ball at the 44. This game is looking pretty ugly. Madsen. Jeanty. Ashton Jeanty. Ball is out. And they're going to say that's going to be tough. It looked like Jeanty may have been out of bounds. No, it's Penn State's ball. Wow. What a turn of events. Ashton Jeanty. I never thought I'd ever say this about you, Mike. Well, let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a fumble. I cannot believe I am saying this. But Ashton Jeanty, you've just fucked the ball. And it did not play. I never thought I'd say this. Like, this is insane to think about. But unfortunately, Ashton Jeanty, I really like you. Don't get me wrong. I like you a lot. It didn't work, whatever. Aller fires complete. First down. No showing of any sort of remorse are the Penn State Nittany Lions going tempo offense. That ball's out! That's a fumble! Boise State's got it! That is number 23, Sevi Oladipo. What a turn of events! Wow. Now all of a sudden things are getting interesting. But yeah, that is a live ball. Their due diligence. Because Drew Aller, you've just fucked the ball. That's going to be better next time, I promise you. There's going to be no more errors with the transition. But now Boise State has the ball back in what could be a major turning point of this game. Now things could get interesting. First and 10. Madsen Toss to Genty. He's just got nowhere to run. As the clock stopped with 1:11 to go in the first quarter. I mean, Penn State's run defense is tormenting this man. The winner of tonight's Sugar Bowl, or Fiesta Bowl, will play the winner of the Sugar Bowl tomorrow night, the Empire Sports Media Game of the Week between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Genty's going nowhere again. Danny Dennis Sutton again. I mean, this is just annihilation from the Penn State defensive line. He's got nowhere to run. This poor kid. Ashton Genty is going nowhere. Clearly, the tip is stopping him is you have to stack the box. So it looks like time is ticking, and they will most likely not call another play. But let's see. It's now 3rd down and 11 after a gain of a yard by Genty, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter, where Penn State's defense has been the difference maker so far tonight. We'll be right back after a 6-cent commercial break. You're watching coverage of the college football playoff quarterfinals on Empire Sports Media. Be back in 60. And we are back. The near perfect start for Penn State, outdone by a fumble. So we're just going to see, but yeah, this Penn State defense looks phenomenal. Not quite sure why Lane Kiffin's rooting for Penn State, but maybe somebody could tell me why he's doing that, as we are getting ready to start the second quarter of action. Just need a minute. We wait for the game to come back on. Like I said earlier, a near perfect start for Penn State. But we're going to see how they respond, how Boise State responds to getting a much-needed turnover that may or may not have just changed the outcome of this game. We got to see what happens first before we really make any sort of declarations, if you will. As I'm riding solo tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to have everybody's going to be calling a game, basically. Jake Marino will be taking the 1 o'clock game. Goody and Jack will be calling the 5 o'clock game. And me and Connor Gaffney will be calling the 8 o'clock game. 8:45, sorry. Madsen, under pressure, escapes the rush. Fires deep down the left side. It is batted up, incomplete. So the Penn State defense continuing to look invincible. to say the least. Right now, it seems like this format is flawed. I say get rid of the automatic buys for the 4 conference. I say no buys, you play straight up. As the punt is away, and it's a beauty. It's going to be fielded inside the 10 by Zion Tracy. As it looks, this Penn State defense looks like an immovable object. They look like a brick. An impenetrable wall, if you will. As Penn State will take over with 14:46 to go here in the first half. We're going to let this clock run for a bit longer. Aller keeps it, has nowhere to go, and he is brought down. Virgin Morgan again, along with number 95. That is Max Steg, yeah. Or Steege. I'll say Steege. 2nd down and 9 coming up for Penn State. But they are moving the ball efficiently, which they have to do in this football game. 145 total yards of offense. Aller floats one. Warren's got it. Breaks a tackle. Still going. Tyler Warren all the way down for an 8-yard gain. Just short of the marker. What a play by Penn State's tight end, Tyler Warren. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd down coming up. Third down and 3. Sorry, not 1, 3. Direct snap. Aller floats one. Incomplete. It looked like a broken play from Penn State. Aller looking for some sort of whistle. But I believe that was Virgin Morgan in on the coverage. And just like that, I don't know why the possession is on Boise State. But the Broncos force a 3-and-out. It's sent away, and it's a beamer. So we fill it at the 30. It's a good return for Boise State. Look out a second. It's a good return. It's a really good return. I believe that was that is number 18, Cooper Jones. Very efficient return. And that puts Boise State in pretty good field position when we come back. Boise State going back on offense. You're watching coverage of the quarterfinals on the Empire Sports Media. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Chat is incredibly dry tonight. A little bit disappointed, but it's New Year's Eve. People are incredibly busy. And I understand. Like, these people got a lot to do. That they're probably going through a lot of things right now. It's New Year's Eve. We'll be live tomorrow for the Irish when they take on the Georgia Bulldogs in the Sugar Bowl. It's gonna be a pretty tough game in my opinion. I'm expecting a lot from both sides. Please tell me he took Georgia. Right, he had to have. Oh no. Yes. $13:02 coming up here in the second quarter. Boise State has the ball. Genty. He's got space. Aston Genty pushes upwards for about 6 yards. Probably second down. Madsen, quick throw. There's Aston Genty in the backfield to 40. Cuts at the 35. Out of bounds at the 29. He wrestles off Zion Tracy. It's a new set of downs for the Broncos. Now with 12:14 to go. Fix the clock real quick. There we go. Genty got some space. Pushes the pile. He's going to have about 6 yards once again. A little bit of some chippiness there between Penn State and Boise State. And it's second down at 4. Genty breaks a tackle. Ball is loose, and it's picked up by Boise State. Thank the heavens. If Genty fumbles twice, that would have been bad. It was picked up. That's the right tackle. As we see right here on the replay, that ball is punched out by number 15, Amin Vinover. One of the better defensive linemen for this Penn State team, who has been very efficient in a lot of these moments, but we're going to see what happens here. Third down and 1. This is a huge play. If you don't get this, Boise State, you have to go for it. 3rd and 1. 10 men in the box. There's Genty. He's got the first. Or no, that is not Genty. That is Dubar, the other running back for Boise State. And the Broncos move the sticks. And Abdul Carter is down, and that does not look good. Well, you see in the medical tent, there is, I believe that is Abdul Carter inside the tent. We hope that he's okay. First and 10. Toss to Dubard. He is brought down immediately by Vanover. Vanover gets back there once again. He is having a phenomenal start to this football game. Still no sign of Ashton Genty. We hope that he is okay. 2nd and 14. That is, they're going to come out 5 wide. Shotgun set. I forgot to update the down and distance. Madsen fires. Quick throw. It's his tight end. It's Matt Lauder. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 2 coming up. Maybe even less than a yard. It's a good play for Boise State as they're finding ways to move the football down the field without using Ashton Genty. This is going to be a big play here. 3rd down and 2 coming up for Boise State just south of 9 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. I don't know what I'm going to do after this game. 3rd and 2. They give this one to the fullback, and he's in! Touchdown, Broncos! The Boise State fullbacks are at it again in the Fiesta Bowl. It's Tyler Crow. And just like that, the Broncos are alive. As they are now set to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and it is good. Boise State responds, and they get themselves on the board. It was Josh Crow. They had Genty going in motion left side, and they gave it to the nice little fullback. Bumps it right up the gut. And Boise State, just like that, are on the board. 14-7 is the score. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching coverage of the College Football Playoff quarterfinal on Empire Sports Media. Be back in a minute. So Boise State does respond to Penn State's onslaught. I will call it an onslaught. And what a time for it. As Boise State needed to get on the board in the worst way possible, and by God they did. And it was needed. USA taking on Canada. Heated matchup in the Ice Hockey World Junior Championships. Pretty prestigious tournament, from what I have heard. And I've watched it a few years. Was never really big into it. Just at 178 views. So the views are going up, which we absolutely love it. Clap it up in the chats. Y'all are going off, which is a good start. It was better than it was, significantly. So the winner of this game will take on the winner of the Sugar Bowl between Notre Dame and Georgia. But we're about to see what happens as the kick is away. And it will be fielded for a touchback with 8:41 to go. As we will now take a look back at Penn State's defense, who has been shutting down Ashton Jeanty for the most part. But Boise State getting a little bit creative, going through the bag of tricks. Gave it to their fullback for the first touchdown of the game. So little impact so far from Ashton Jeanty. They give this one to Katron Allen. Picks up maybe 3 or 4 yards. Second down at about 7. Yeah, I picked a bad night to go live, but it's okay. It happens. 2nd and 7. They go back to Katron Allen. He is stuffed immediately. Boise State's defense coming alive. Ty Benefield at number 92. Michael Callahan. And it's 3rd down at about 9 coming up for Penn State as the Boise State defense may have found its form. Although Penn State, one of the better 3rd down teams in the league. Boise State, however, not so much. A good amount of people watching, I'll be honest. There is an injury on the field. We have an injured Bronco. It appears to be, I cannot tell by that angle. It's number 9. That is one of their better players, Sheldon Newton, the grad student transfer. We'll step away for about 60 seconds. You're watching coverage of the quarterfinals here on Empire Sports Media. Be back in a minute. Oh my God. Clock's running again. Clock's running again. And we are back. Huge 3rd down coming up for Penn State. Boise State has to get a stop. Could really get them back in this game. Keep it within a score. As we wait to get back from the real commercial breaks, which take forever. Yeah, these commercials do too, taking the absolute longest time. Yikes, the 49ers are playing the Giants next year. Yeah, now the Giant fans are going to get a taste of what happens when the 49ers come to your city. It ain't fun. They will take over that joint easily. So you think the Rams opponents are out. So who is our NFC East opponent? I hope it's Washington, to be honest with you. 3rd down and 8. Sorry, not 3rd down and 9. 3rd and 8. Huge play for Penn State. Aller, 5-man rush. Escapes the pocket. Floats one. It is incomplete. But a flag is down. That's going to be pass interference, I think. And no, it is defensive holding. That's going to go up against Ty Benefield. I don't know. I don't think that's defensive holding, but let's take a look at the replay. Oh, that ball's uncatchable. So it is going to be defensive holding against Boise State. That's a killer penalty. And now a whistle. It looks like we got a timeout. No, we have more laundry on the field. Looks like this won't be against Penn State. And it's a false start against Penn State. So push them back 5 yards. So surely if the 49ers got their schedule, surely we got ours. Here's Katron Allen, a burst of speed, and he is shoestring tackled. That is number 34, who is not on my depth chart. The hell? That's Tubner. Katron thought he had a lane, but got shoestring tackled. That'll make it second down and 10. A gain of 5 for Katron Allen. Let's see how Penn State responds. And another whistle is going to be thrown. Another penalty. That's going to go up against number 72. I believe that is the right tackle. Who is also not on the depth chart. Yeah, another penalty for Penn State. Seems like they are doing it to themselves. As the clock is running. Aller. Under pressure, and he is sacked. That is number 91, Ahmed Hassanin. Hassanin. Hassanin, sorry. Ahmad Hassanin. Ahmed Hassanin. Sorry, these names are hard to pronounce. That is a huge loss on the play. Make it third down and 27. A loss of 12 yards. 144 yards in the first quarter. 2 yards in the second. Third and 27. Aller floats one. It is caught. That is Harrison Wallace. He is brought down by Amarian McCoy, the senior transfer. And just like that, Boise State will be getting the football back as Penn State goes 3 and out. And that was a huge play. So now 4th down and 19. If you're a Boise State fan, you got to be like thinking, wow, we legitimately have a shot in this game. Boise State getting it right back. This could be a huge drive that could determine the majority of the game. Sends it away, and it's a boomer. It's going to roll out of bounds at around the 38-yard line. So with 5:17 to play, this game looked to be out of reach early, but Boise State is slowly finding. Now we take a look at Ashton Jeanty. He has been struggling severely tonight. I mean, you look at some of these runs. Jeanty has had nowhere to go. Penn State is wisely stacking the box, forcing this dude to have absolutely nowhere to run. And that's what someone should have done with Jeanty a long time ago, because he is the type of running back that wants to find a gash, that wants to... You give him an open hole, he's gone. That's the type of player that Ashton Jeanty is. 1st and 10. Quick throw, incomplete. It was intended for 81. That's going to be Bolt. And it's second down. With 5:14 to go, Boise State is slowly getting back in this game. So, the remainder of the Empire Sports Media content schedule for the playoffs. Jake Marino will be in charge of the Texas-Arizona State. That will be the Peach Bowl at 1 p.m. tomorrow. At 5 o'clock, it is Jack and Maddie Goodman covering the Rose Bowl, and I will be calling the Sugar Bowl at 8:45 p.m. You can find that all on Empire Sports Media. 2nd and 10. Ashton Genty, again, just nowhere to run as the Penn State defense standing its ground, keeping them in the game. Genty has had 2 fumbles all season. Tonight, he has 2 fumbles. He lost one of them, but the second one was recovered by one of his offensive linemen. Make that 3rd down and 8 now for the Boise State Broncos. They're slowly getting back into this one, though. Genty was the Heisman runner-up. A lot of people think he should have won it. I'm one of those people. But I'm not here to compare him to Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter already had his game. You're watching Genty now in his. 3rd down and 8. Blitz comes. Madsen fires one deep down the left side off the hands of Austin Bolt. And it's 4th down coming up. Boise State going to have to punt this football right back to the Nittany Lions. So there we see again in coverage. He is one-on-one with Jalen Kimber, one of the better corners for Penn State. And Bolt gets the route on him just off the hands. I mean, it was not an amazing throw by Madsen as the punt's away. And it's fair caught at the 20 by Zion Tracy. So Boise State gets it, punts it right back to Penn State. A significantly closer game than the matchups that happened in the first round. It is getting better for sure. I would not necessarily call this it is not a blowout by any means. They give this one to Katron Allen. He spins off a defender. Katron Allen muscles hard for 8. It's a very good run for the second running back of Penn State. The Blue Jackets are beating the Hurricanes. Okay, then. We have an injury on the play. It's Ahmed Hassanein. He is from Cairo, Egypt. As he is walking off on his own power, fortunately. We're officially 24 hours away from the Sugar Bowl kickoff between Notre Dame and Georgia. That is set to be a barn burner. It seems like Boise State is starting to figure out Penn State just a little bit. But no major changes. Aller. There goes Katron Allen. Flag is down. Runs him in over the 50, the 45, the 40. Still going to 35, the 30, the 25, and finally down to 21. But there is laundry on the field. A flag has been thrown. This is most likely coming back. And it is once again on number 77. That is Sal Wormley, the right guard, victim of 2 previous holding calls tonight. Seems like he has been kind of holding back this Penn State offense. So forget about that giant run for Katron Allen and push him all the way back another 10 yards. Make it 2nd down and 12 coming up for Penn State. Unfortunate, but that is clearly holding. As the clock has resumed. Sorry, 2nd down and 8, not 2nd and 12. Aller steps up, fires, it's caught. That's his tight end. He's going to have a 1st down. one of the better ones. That is Luke Reynolds, the freshman, who's having himself a pretty good season with Penn State. A score before half for Penn State would be absolutely huge. Because they did get the ball. They did start off on defense. So if you're Boise State, you're thinking you can't give up anything before halftime. 2:53 to go. Ball is on the 33-yard line. Aller, Nick Singleton, burst free. He's got a first down. Down at the 45-yard line. And another flag is thrown. We have more laundry on the field. And I think this one is also coming back. It is a face mask against Sal Wormley. His fourth penalty of the game. Push him back 15 yards. I'll tell you, Sal is having a rough start to this football game. Just call of holding and is now, yeah, that is crystal clear. Make it 1st and 20. As just the frustration is setting in now if you're a Penn State fan. Because you got all these penalties. 1st and 20. Aller takes a deep shot. He wants his man Wallace. It is incomplete. Or no, that's not Wallace. That's Amari Evans. Either way, it's incomplete. Looked like Evans got away with some shoving of Ty Benefield. Make that 2nd and 20. Second down and 20. Aller fires. It's caught. There's his man, Tyler Warren, who's just looking to run a man over. He'll be a little bit short. Call it maybe 3rd down and 3. Penn State is not giving me any time to get ready, as it looks like they are going to try to go a little bit of tempo. But that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. Boise State start off slow, but are slowly picking it up as Penn State's offense is kind of faltering a little bit out of proportion. We'll be right back from the 2-minute timeout after this 6-second commercial break. You're watching the quarterfinals here on Empire Sports Media. 14-7 Penn State as we hit the 2-minute timeout. Be back in 60 seconds. So this game is starting to flip on a dime a little bit, but Boise State absolutely has to get a stop here or things are going to be getting dire. North of 250 views tonight so far. If we can get up to 1,000, that'd be awesome. I'm shocked that they did not call pass interference on that on the throw to Amari Evans because he clearly pushed off. Oh, USA scored? Hold up. Let me see this. What a shot by Cole Hudson. Third down and 3. Huge play. The toss to Singleton. Nick Singleton brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's Ty Benfield and Hassanin. A massive stop for the Boise State defense. Now, why are you not calling a timeout is my question. Make it 4th down and about 6. A loss of 3 yards. I believe that's what it was. I'm shocked that Boise State has not called a timeout. But look at this play by Hassanin. That was picture perfect. And yes, they do call a timeout. Okay. I was kind of worried a little bit. So they are taking one of their timeouts. So Boise State ain't doing bad. They're hanging in with this team. They are hanging in with Penn State. So with a minute 51, Penn State's going to punt the ball right back to Boise. Minute 54, my apologies. Kicks away, and Boise State has possession again. It's a great punt, though, and it's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. I thought it had a chance of staying out, but it rolls in. So now Boise State has a golden opportunity to tie this game up. The last time that Boise State played in the Fiesta Bowl was one of the greatest college football games of all time. It was a Fiesta Bowl of 2000. I believe it was 2008. It was when Boise State played against Oklahoma. It was Adrian Peterson's Oklahoma. 2007, not 7, because 2008 was, I believe, West Virginia would be my guess. So they have a weird way they did bowl games back in the BCS era. 1st and 10, Ashton Genty. Up the gut, maybe gets 3 yards. Make that 2nd and 7. So now you're thinking to yourself, if I'm Boise State, I got to get really creative with my offense. Because clearly, Ashton Genty is being neutralized by this Penn State defense. 2nd and 8, Madsen, and there's a whistle. It looks like we may have gotten a timeout. Or nope, there's more laundry on the field. This could be, if this is a false start, that's killer. And it's a false start against Boise State. That is costly. So make that 2nd and 13 now. Minute 18 to go. You going to announce who did it? That is on 76. That would be the right guard, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty brutal penalty, in my opinion. Can't be giving penalties up like that. Stacking the box has worked to perfection for this Penn State defense. Because they really don't got much of a... Boise State really doesn't have much of a run game. So with a minute 20 to go, it's 2nd down and 12. Big play coming up for Madsen and the Boise State Broncos. Madsen, under pressure. Got to do something. Tucks under, and he is out of bounds with a minute 14 to go. Very shocked that no flag was called for a hold, because it sure looked like one. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Notre Dame versus Georgia in the semifinals on January 9th. I believe that is a Thursday. That's a Thursday night. Hoping I can get to Miami for that game. If Notre Dame wins. 3rd down and 8. Huge play coming up for Boise State. Lauder goes in motion, splits out wide. Madsen floats one complete. It's Lauder. He is going to be dragged about a yard short. And now you're thinking if you're Boise State, you may have to go for this. But I believe Penn State is going to call their first timeout, and they are. So now you have a decision to make if you are Boise State. Do you go for it and risk it all? I mean, you're only down by a touchdown, but Boise State is going to have to kick the ball off to Penn State right before coming right out of halftime. So this is a difficult decision if you are Boise State. As there, Abdul Carter is out of the medical tent. 1:07 to go. This is a gutsy decision if you're Penn State. Or Boise State. They are going to stay on the field. They will go for this. This is huge. Penn State's putting everybody in the box. Looks like they're going to try to get a jump before they make a further decision. 4th down and 1. You know they're looking to get the ball to. Penn State not budging. They look fearless. As they will take their second time out. I mean, Penn State just looked like stone. They did not budge. They tried to get him to jump off sides like 5 times. And they did not budge. But a hot start this game was for Drew Aller and the Penn State Nittany Lions. They went up 14-0 early. A start with Tyler Warren. And then deeper to Amari Evans. An absolute bomb. But then Boise State responded. Their fullback took it in from about 7 yards out. Josh Crow. He got Boise State going. 51 yards of total offense for Penn State in the second quarter. 68 for Boise State. But it was Penn State's 144 yards that really got it started. 195 total yards of offense. 147 for Boise State. This is an incredibly gutsy call if you choose to go for it here. And because of that, I think they're going to punt this away. They are taking a full timeout, it looks like. Do you see head coach Spencer Danielson of Boise State? And they are going to send out the punt unit. Now remember, Boise State is known for a lot of trickery in the Fiesta Bowl. So we're going to see what they do here. See if they try any shenanigans. There's a whistle. There's the false start penalty. And now you're really screwed if you're Boise State. That's big. That's a really big penalty. Make that 4th down and 6 now. It was 4th and 1. Now it is 4th and 6. So now there's almost no doubt that they are going to punt this away. And they do. And it's a boomer. It'll be fair caught by Zion Tracy at about the 37-yard line. So Penn State gets the stop they need, and they have the ball. So if they want to try to make a little magic happen, before the half, they have the opportunity to. They have 2 timeouts. They have a minute and 1. First and 10. 1:01 to go here in the first half. Aller steps up. Quick throw. It's Tyler Warren. And out of bounds. It's a first down. Arguably the best tight end in all of college football, alongside Harold Fannin, Oscar Delp, Colson Loveland, among others. Feels like there's just none that compare to Tyler Warren. He's got 4 catches, 45 yards. He's having himself a pretty efficient day. 56 seconds. Aller. Left side. Hauls it in. Amari Evans stays in bounds. He's got a first down. And that is a huge catch for Amari Evans. And Penn State is now moving down the field. As we wait to see what Penn State's going to do. But that was a hell of a catch from Amari Evans. First and 10. Aller. Under pressure, he is brought down. It is number 92. Who else but... No, that ain't him. Michael Callahan. I almost said Sheldon Newton by mistake. And with 44 seconds left, looks like Penn State is going to use their second charge timeout. And that is a huge play for Boise State, because that pretty much takes Penn State out of field goal range. Now, if you want to get any sort of points before halftime, you're going to have to get a little bit closer, because you are still pretty far away. I mean, granted, he probably won't be as bad of a miss as the Boise State kicker had it, because that was one of the worst misses I've ever seen. Think about how much of a different game this is if he makes that kick now. This would be a 55-yarder if they were to kick this. But I have a feeling James Franklin is going to try to get a little bit closer for his place kicker. Number 94, Ryan Barker. 2nd and 12. Aller, he's going deep. It is incomplete. No flags. He wanted Amari Evans, but it's incomplete. A great throw by Aller. He had a little bit of grabbing, it looked like, but on the coverage is number 20. That is Devon Banks. Evans almost has it. There's a little bit of contact on both sides. Good call by the referee to not throw a single flag, because that would have been a little bit egregious. But now 3rd and 12, you're just looking for something over the middle of the field to potentially get a first down and to get close to field goal range, because it's still a very long kick for Ryan Barker. And we have a whistle. I think Boise State called timeout. Should we wait to the... Yep, no. Boise State burns their final timeout. They are now out of timeouts for the first half. Now 3rd and 12, you're thinking to yourself, what can I do as a gadget play to get myself closer to field goal range? Like, you got to be thinking to yourself, what is my gadget play? Third down and 12. Big play coming for Penn State. Aller steps up, fires, incomplete. And with 34 seconds left, they are going to have to try a long field goal. 4th down and 12. And the offense is staying on the field. I think this is a way to potentially get Boise State to jump off sides. No, they're going. Aller fires incomplete. And there's the flag. He wants Harrison Wallace. They get the flag. Amari and McCoy, a little bit too much hand fighting. That will be defensive holding and an automatic first down. Unless they do call pass interference, there is laundry on the field. No, it's on Devon Banks. Yeah, clear as day. And that's exactly what Drew Aller wanted. Because now Penn State is in the driver's seat to potentially go up by 10 before the half. Ball is currently on the 22-yard line. Aller. What's the home run ball to Wallace? Can't hold on. It is incomplete. Aller is trying to take the top off this Boise State defense. He's been seeing the matchups he wants. Aller is just throwing bomb after bomb after bomb. He is just having his way with this Boise State defense. Well, he was. Now it's 2nd and 12. 2nd and 10. Sorry, I said 12. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 23. Aller goes up top. Incomplete. It was intended for Warren. Broken up by number 19. Or no, that's 10, not 19. That is Andrew Simpson, the wide side linebacker. So you see, Warren tries to make a cut across the middle. Again, a little bit of contact there, but nothing truly incidental. So call that 3rd down and 10. Big play coming up for Penn State. Third down and 10. Aller sees the blitz. He is brought down right at about the 23-yard line. So it looks like Franklin is going to wind this clock all the way down to 2 seconds before calling the timeout. They call a timeout with 3 seconds left in the half. It is about 4th down and 11 coming up. So they are now on to attempt a field goal. Ryan Barker, this will basically be a 40-yarder from the left hash, a significantly easier kick than 55 yards, but they truly did not gain much progress. Or no, it's just me 4th down and 10. This will be about a 40-yarder for Barker. This should be a chip shot. He's one of the best kickers in college football. Has been more than efficient for Penn State. So now we'll wait to see what happens on this field goal. Ryan Barker, 13 for 16. His long this year is 49 yards. This is a 40-yarder from the left hash for a lefty kicker. Here we go. To go up by 10 before half. Snap good. Good hold. Kick on its way. Hooking. It is good. Ryan Barker cashes in the field goal, and that will take us to halftime. And that was exactly what Penn State did. They are set to receive the second half. It looked like the kick was going to hook a little bit to the right. Boise State saying they moved, as Dickerson cannot believe it. Danielson, I said Dickerson. So Penn State up by 10 at the half. We'll be right back in 10 minutes as we go to halftime. Penn State up 17-7. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are just about back for the second half of the Fiesta Bowl between the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Boise State Broncos. 17-7 is the score. Pretty hard-fought game so far, I would say. Very tight game. Things are going the way that you would expect from Boise State. Kind of struggling a little bit. They're facing a this is going to be a dogfight in the second half. If Boise State can just get one stop and a score, they are going to be right back in this football game. They're not out of it by any means. It's only a 10-point game. But you're wondering to yourself, are they going to find a way back in this? So, update on the locale of the year standings. The New York Jets are pretty much in firm control of who is going to win. Although, I lied. Kamala Harris has just tied it up. So the locale, it seems like, barring a crazy comeback, the locale of the year finalists will be Kamala Harris and the New York Jets. You have 2.5 hours to vote until it is closed forever. 12 o'clock, the polls will close, and we will have a synonymous locale of the year. If there is a tie, then co-locales. There's enough cattle on this ranch for anybody. Getting ready to start our second half of play. It was a pretty, I don't want to say it was a disappointing half from Boise State, but this is what you expect. You're playing against a juggernaut in Penn State. What do you expect? Not too much to be said. A very low scoring first half, if you will. I would be incredibly frustrated if I'm a Penn State fan because it just feels like they're lacking. Like they're missing something. They have the opportunities to put this game out of reach. And they're just struggling. Now, you look back at the way that Penn State has been throwing the ball. Amari Evans looks good. Tyler Warren had a pretty nice touchdown. Like, the passing game is working smoothly for Penn State. However, it feels like the run game is just missing something. Don't get me wrong. Katron Allen having a phenomenal start to this game. What more could be said? He's been balling out tonight. But, like, we're going to just sit here and act like it feels like something is missing in this contest. But Boise State is hanging in there. Only down by 10. Close game, I would say. But that field goal at the end of the half was killer to Boise State. Killer. Because if they don't make that field goal, this is only a 7-point game and things are looking very different. They would only be down by 7, just needing a stop and a score to even this up. But since you don't get a stop, you're now down by 2 scores. and you're needing something to finally go your way because not much has gotten in the way of Boise State today. It has been one of those nights for Boise State. Like, they're not playing bad football. They look overmatched. But Boise State's going to find their way. They're going to find the offense at some point. But Penn State is terrified of Ashton Genty. They're putting 9, 10 guys, maybe even sometimes 11 guys in the box. So that's gonna that'd be getting under my skin too. If I'm a Heisman finalist running back and I'm seeing all these guys potentially just attacking me left and right with absolutely nowhere to run, I would be frustrated too. I would be frustrated too. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to be said, but looking forward to the UFC fans out there. UFC 311. It's a card that I am fired up for. It's one of the best cards that there is in a while. Almost as good as 309 was. Islam Makhachev taking on Arman Saryukin. And Merab Dvalishvili will be facing Umar Nurmagomedov, along with Yuri Prohashka versus Jamal Hill, Beneil Dariush versus Renato Moicano, Kevin Holland versus Renier de Ritter, Johnny Walker and Jailton Almeida are on the prelims. That is how good this card is. That's how good the card is. When you have a guy like Johnny Walker on the prelims, that's how you know this is a stacked card because he is a main card type of fighter. That begs the question. Johnny Walker on prelims, I can't really say I'm a huge fan of that, but I mean, it's going to be a good fight. He's facing off against Bogdan Guskov. 16-3, same weight, around same, although Walker does have a massive reach advantage. Well, they don't. They're relatively the same. But Spivak is significantly. Oh, wait, that's Almeida. Walker is 3 inches taller and has a 6-inch reach advantage against him. So, again, yeah, I'm sitting here just wondering what is it going to take for Boise State to flip the switch and be right back in this game. So we look at the tail of the tape of this first half. Only 48 yards of rushing for Boise State, the least they've had all year. One turnover, 147 total yards, 99 passing yards, 144 passing yards for Penn State, 221 total yards for Penn State as well, and 77 rushing yards. So the rushing game has not been a main factor, shockingly. But now Boise State set to kick this one away as we are about to resume action here in the second half. And just like that, we are back underway as Katron Allen fields this one in for a touchback. So now Penn State has a chance to potentially blow this game open, is what I'm thinking right now. If I'm a Penn State fan, this is an opportunity to blow this game open. So that makes you wonder. But we're going to see. Aller in the shotgun. Fires to Warren. It's incomplete. On the defense is Sevio Oladipo. One of the better DBs that Boise State has had this season. He has played efficiently, playing a good, strong, safe position. Gets a beautiful coverage on Tyler Warren. It looked like Drew Aller just put that in too difficult of a place for him to get it. But it's second down and 10 here in the third quarter. Big play coming up here. This whole drive is big. They gave it to Nick Singleton. Runs a man over, but he's going to be down at the 28-yard line. So call that maybe a gain of 5. That'll be third down and 5 coming up for Penn State. They're having a little bit of some alignment issues, Boise State. Aller started this game 10 for 13 with 143 yards and 2 interceptions. Since then, he is 0 for 5. Blitz comes. Aller fires. It is off the hands of Warren, incomplete. It looked like he just overshot him a little bit. That's a tough ball to get if you're Tyler Warren. So now Boise State gets that big stop they need. So let's look at the replay. Just off the hands of Warren. It bounces off the helmet. Now that's got to be frustrating if you're Tyler Warren. Sends it away, and it's a boomer. And this will be fair caught at about the 16-yard line. So with 14:06 to go, Boise State will take over. And this is a massive drive if you are Boise State. You absolutely have to score this drive. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the biggest drive of the game, in my opinion. Because if you don't score here, then you're in trouble. So here we go. First down and 10 now for Boise State. And there is a whistle. We got laundry. It's going to be a false start penalty against, that is number 8. I believe that's one of the running backs. So Ashton Genty this season has been averaging 26.5 carries. Tonight he's got 13. 192 yards a game. 39 yards tonight. Averaging less than 3 yards a carry. Yeah, I can sense the frustration. First and 15, they give this one to Madsen on a keeper, and he pretty much picks up nothing. It'll be basically second down and 13, if you will. Second and 12, sorry. Madsen, under a heavy rush, floats one, middle of the field, it's caught. It's Cameron Camper. And that's a big play now there if you are Boise State. You absolutely needed something like that to happen in the worst way possible. And now that moves the sticks. So we take a look at this. Madsen just floats one. Zion Tracy comes in with a good hit with 13-13 to go here in the third. They give it to Genty, and he is going to pick up maybe 3 yards on the play. He is brought down by, that is Tony Rojas. Again, one of the better players on this roster. But we're going to see what happens here. 2nd down and 7. With 12:40 to go. This is a huge drive for Boise State. They have struggled very much here in this game. And there's going to be more laundry on the field. Another false start penalty against Boise State. It seems like they are doing it to themselves. That is 66. The right guard again. Abdul Carter, projected to be the number 2 overall prospect in the whole draft. I don't want to say that's a little bit of a reach, but that very well may be. 2nd down and 12. Madsen fires deep down the left side. He's got a wide open receiver. That is Latrell Campbell. Caples. Why did I say Campbell's? Caples. As Boise State is starting to figure out the passing game, which they absolutely had to do if they wanted any shot at competing with Penn State, which they are doing. Now you just got to get Genty the ball where he can run fast. Madsen goes up top. He's got a wide open tight end. It's Matt Lauder. He's got Greengrass ahead. Touchdown, Broncos. What a strike by Maddox Madsen to Matt Lauder from 53 yards out. And just like that, Boise State is back in it. As now here is the extra point. It is right down Broadway. Boise State has found their way back into this football game. 17-14 the score. We'll be right back after the 6-second commercial break. You're watching the college football playoff quarterfinals on Empire Sports Media. Be back in 60. What a response by Boise State. Needed at the worst possible moment. Things were looking down for Boise State, but they are now officially back into this one. That was one of the most busted coverages I have ever seen. I don't know what you're. I mean, that just shows. What's up, Mr. Chode? Good to see you again. You're pretty. You definitely have made your presence felt in the stream between Washington and the Falcons. We're very happy to have you back. Stay a while. As the kickoff is now set to begin, as Boise State crawling back into it. 11:38, and that thing is booted deep. And it will be fielded by Katron Allen for a touchback. So let's take a look at the Capital One rewarding performance. And we are talking about just how much this game has flipped on a dime. Flipped on a dime in the worst way possible. I did not see this coming. I did see Penn State going up early. What I did not see was Boise State using the passing game to get points on the board. No sign of Ashton Jenny, really, as here's the handoff. Katron Allen, he's making magic happen. He's got 9 yards. That's a big run for the Penn State running back, Katron Allen, who has been more than exceptional today. Not very much to be said about him. Here's Aller. Going deep. He wants his receiver, Amari Evans, incomplete. Right through the hands of Amari McCoy. And now that would have been a game-changing interception. Game-changing. But it just slips through the hands of Amari McCoy. And now it's 3rd down and 1. Huge play coming up. Boise State can really flip this game on a dime. They already have it. They give it to Katron Allen, and he says, no, sir. Katron Allen stays in bounds. He's got a huge pickup. 1st down, Penn State. They went tempo. The man had nothing but green grass ahead. He somehow stayed in bounds for the majority of that run. He sheds 2 tackles. Looked like Notre Dame had the best possible attempt at it. But the clock is stopped, but we do have an injury on the play. That's going to be Herbert Gums, the senior defensive tackle. We hope that he's okay. Straight out of Diebold, Texas. Wherever that's from. We'll be right back after the 6-second commercial break. Now that was a game changer. Katron Allen may have just flipped this game right back on a dime. Because now Penn State has Boise State right where they want him. Right where they want him. We're waiting for this game to come back from an even longer commercial break, but there you see the injury timeout is now over. Here comes IRL Clemson. What's up, John? Hope all is well. Appreciate you tapping in. Sorry if I air too many commercials. I'm just trying to speed this damn game up because this game has been going on forever. So here we go. First down at about the 43-yard line of the Broncos. High snap. They give this one to Singleton. Bounces up the outside. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards before being brought down by number 21, Zion Washington, and Notarani again. So this would be huge if Boise State can get off the field. Penn State going tempo. They go back to Singleton. Sheds one, sheds two. Stays on his feet. He's got a first down. Nick Singleton. Truly a specimen at the running back position this year, as he has just been off the charts. Really could not expect anything less from somebody as fast and dominant as Nick Singleton. Let's take a look at the ATT connected cam as we wait for another spot. We are just south of 300 views now. We're having a pretty good show, I would say. 1st and 10. Aller under duress. Evades one. Can't evade the second. He is sacked. Brought down by Mike O'Callahan and number 95, Max Stage. And it's 2nd down and forever. That's going to be about a loss of 4 or 5 yards because you take a look at the replay. Aller takes a step drop. Notarani is basically unguarded. Along with 34, that is Tubner, who is also having a pretty solid performance tonight, as Boise State looks to continue their path of, I'm not going to call it a Cinderella run yet, but what could be considered a Cinderella run. So now it's 2nd down and 19. I was off. Aller fires. It is caught. Warren is brought down at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd down at about 14 or 13 coming up now for Penn State. Now, if you get a stop here, you're really in business. That is pretty much all I can say. You are officially in business if you get a stop here. 3rd and 14. Boise State fans are hoping for something to cheer about. Penn State is 2 for 8 on 3rd downs. Average yards to go of 8. 3rd and 14. Amari Evans goes in motion to the right side alongside Warren. Fleming and Harrison Wallace on the left. Aller under duress. Gonna try to scramble. He's got the first down. What a run by Drew Aller, and Penn State are back on the move. But there is laundry, though, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We do have laundry on the field. And I think this could potentially be coming back for holding. I mean, I barely saw it. That was a late flag, so we're going to see what happens. But it's going to be defensive holding against Ty Benefield. So that will be an automatic first down for Penn State, and that was needed. So we take a look at this right here. Yeah. That's going to be called defensive holding every time. So a big first down for Penn State, and that was exactly what they needed because they are now once again knocking on the door. Big opportunity here for Penn State to really stick it to Boise State, and we're going to have more movement. Drew Aller thinks that that's going to be against Boise State, but it's going to most likely be a false start penalty against Penn State. Would not be shocked if this was Sal Wormley. They're looking for that false start flag, and there it is. And it is on Sal Wormley once again. He is having himself a disaster of a game. 2 holding calls, a face mask, and 3 false starts. A disaster of a night for Wormley. That's what I said. 1st and 15, 8:20 to go. Allen. Picks up maybe 2 yards. He's brought down by Virgin Morgan once again. Going to be second down at about maybe 14 or 13. I would probably say 13 because he got maybe a yard or two as the clock continues to roll. As we take a look further into this Penn State offense, they could not have started off any better, but they have been struggling as of late. But the good news for Penn State is that Boise State is basically kicking themselves in the foot. So second down and 11. I was wrong. Aller, shotgun snap, rolling out to his right. Got to do something with it. Tries to evade the rush. Throws this one incomplete. He was being chased by Virgin Morgan, and it's third down and 11, and the clock will be stopped at 7:28 here in the third quarter. Boise State are right in this football game. This is a game. And we just hit 300 views tonight, so we're having a pretty productive night, I would say. 304 views tonight. Appreciate all the love and support that we are getting on this particular stream. Third down and 11. Huge play coming up for Penn State. For both teams. Play clock at 2. Gets the snap. Aller, under duress, fires to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Tyler Warren. What a response for Penn State, as they are back to being up by 2 possessions. What a grab by Tyler Warren. So let's look at the replay. Make sure he comes down with this. Does he lose control? No, that is a touchdown. What a response from Penn State. Puts it right where only Tyler Warren can get it. Yep, that is a touchdown. Clear as day. So just like that, Penn State back up to a 2-possession lead. There's really nothing to review. That's a catch. What a throw by Drew Aller. The clock is left running again. Surprise, surprise. So it's 7:22 to go. Tyler Warren puts Penn State back up by 9 with the extra point to follow. The extra point from Barker is perfect. So Boise State had Penn State right where they wanted them. But it's Aller to Warren times 2 as Penn State gets themselves back up by 2 possessions. We'll be right back after the 6-second commercial break. You're watching coverage of the College Football Playoff quarterfinals here on Empire Sports Media. Be back in a minute. So that was exactly what Penn State needed. Could not really ask for anything more if you're a Penn State fan. That's just Warren. He is the best tight end in college football, and it is unfortunately not even close. Well, urinating tree officially got back to me. We sent him the clip, and oh, that's great. I'm gonna send it to the guys. uh, my friend just called me. So as we now come back from the commercial break, Penn State's set to kick this one off back to Boise State. They lead at 24-14. And it will once again be fielded for a touchback. Oh, these guys are going to love this. The man responded to the DMs. $7.22. They give it to Genty. He's going to go nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose a couple of yards. That was the worst thing that could have happened. Oh, shit. Canada tied it. Fuck. That's not good. Second down and 10. Quick throw. It is caught. That is number 9. I believe that is Cameron Camper. Yes, it is. Ashton Genty, 13 games, 125 rushing yards. A record. But the Penn State defense has allowed one player to rush for that much. What do you got, Tree? Hit me with the Rams predictions. I know you got some. Third down and 7. Quick throw. It is caught. It's Caples. And a new set of downs for Boise State. But the clock continues to move. Time is not on your side, Boise State. Handoff. There goes Genty. Up the gut. Picks up maybe 5 yards. The Yinzer is vibing. God, we love the Yinzers. So about a gain of 5 yards for Ashton Genty. Quick throw. It is complete. First down, Boise State. It's Ben Ford, the tight end. The man is... First down and 10. Huge play coming up. This whole drive is big. Genty. Ashton Genty pushing forward. Picks up maybe 3 or 4. Not that much, unfortunately. Urinating Tree, you are a legend. One of the best of the best. Could not expect any more from the Yinzer. Second down and 7 with 3:56 to go here in the second. Genty pushes forward. I don't know why I said second. I meant third, obviously. No gain, pretty much. Maybe a yard. Make it third down at about 5. Boise State, you're going to have to go back to the passing game. Come on, Tree. I'm a selfish you-know-what, but I don't care. The man is active on the Twitter DMs. Respect. Third and 5 with 3:20 to go. Madsen fires. It's caught. Broken tackle by Prince Strachan. It's a first down, Boise State. But the clock continues to run. Just north of 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Boise State is fighting. And it's a damn good game. First down and 10. Play clock at 2. They got to do something. Quick throw. It is caught. Sorry if I'm not reading the comments. There's a lot going on. As there's Austin Bull. Picks up about 6 yards. Sorry, I got to run a... All right. When a stoppage happens, I'm going to read all these comments. You know what? I'm going to read all the comments right now. Bet a gain of 5. Second and 5. JSX, love you, man. Who you got? You're behind me for me. It's second down with 2:10 to go. Second and 3, not second and 5. Who do I got? I got Penn State in this game. It's a pretty even contest, though. Etai. Love you, man. Appreciate that, Chronics. Second down and 3. Capel's in motion. Genty gets the first down. He's down at the 21. It's a good pickup for the Boise State Heisman finalist. And a new set of downs for the Broncos with 1:37 to go. Clock continuing to roll. But yeah, shout out to Urinating Tree, man. Danny Nelson scores and Team USA back on top. Absolutely love it. Apparently Canada can't stay out of the box. First and 10 with 1:14 to go. Ashton Genty maybe gets a yard, if that. So make that second down and 9 with 1:05 to go here in the third quarter. Clock continues to roll. Cody, thank you, background Mississippi. This is event sevenfold. Ashton's out of first. Genty's not playing well. Yeah, I'm aware. They are not overrated, JSX Aiden. They are not overrated. Come on. Respect the rev. 43 seconds to go. On you. I'm a selfish asshole. I don't care. Second and 9. That pass is caught. It's a first down. Prince Strachan flag is down, but that's a touchdown, Boise State. We'll await the penalty, but I believe this is going to be against Penn State. Or never mind. They're moving it back. It's going to be illegal hands to the face. That is a killer. That is a killer. If you are Boise State, that sucks. Yeah, that will be illegal hands to the face. I believe that is a 15-yard. Although it does look like Danny Dennis Sutton has his hand in his face first. There are 23 seconds left. Make that now 2nd and 24. This has just gotten significantly harder for Boise State. Screen to Genty, and he goes nowhere. In fact, he loses yards. That's the man that's been destroying it all night. Number 0, Dominic DeLuca, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. So now 3rd and 25 coming up. The flag graphic is still on. But that'll take us to the end of the third. Gutsy plays on both sides. But Penn State leads it 24-14. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're watching the Empire Sports Media. Not game of the week, but quarterfinal coverage. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. Fuck that up again.